Hello quilt friends, I am today quilting a pantograph at the back by Urban Elements. It's a free pattern. I highly recommend you go there and check it out. It only costs you about 20 sheets of paper and of course your ink and your cartridge. They have nice giveaways there and free. It's a very nice pattern. Someone has asked me to give a tip on something that I've learned. I learned that if you iron the top while it is on the machine, it stays true. When we have all of this quilting here, drawing up the sides, all long arm quilters know that does suck in the sides. And so you're constantly having to fiddle with it. I have a centering tape. It seems like I just advanced my quilt. Everything scooted that way. By everything scooting that way, you're not staying true. And even though it doesn't really matter, on some quilts it does matter. This one, it wouldn't really matter because it's just a random pattern. But there are people that are fussy, and if you are doing this for a living, you want to make sure that you are doing this for what's best for the customer. I recently bought a cordless Panasonic iron with the intent of bringing it down to this garage. I do quilt in a garage. Yes, it's cold. No, I don't quilt when it's cold. Today it's about 65 outside. Anything less than 50 is way too hard on the machine. It bogs it down. And it's way too hard on me. The concrete floor is cold. So I'm going to I've just advanced the quilt and I'm going to go ahead and iron this and see if it'll straighten up. Right here is my center. It's scooched about 1/8 of an inch that way. Through all the years I've been quilting, everything scooted that way for whatever reason. I don't know if it's how I advanced it, if I was doing something wrong. Regardless, I have now figured out what to do. So let me get the cordless iron. It's on the other side of my machine. I've got it set to steam. It's nice and hot and charged. And all I'm going to do is press down when I quilt. The weight of the iron is going to press down on these fibers, and the wetness of the steam is going to make everything square up, or should. Okay. I'm not pressing, I'm ironing. As you can see, you're not supposed to do that, but that's what I'm doing. Alright. Okay, I'm going to turn off the steam and then come back and really dry it out real good. Hot or heat. Alright, that looks better. You can see I've got some strings over here I need to get off. Alright, I pushed down on this quite a bit. It's definitely better than it was. It's flat now. Let me go put this back on the cradle. That's the thing with the Panasonic iron, you can't lay it down because it'll tip over. I'm going to put that over here. And I'm done with that, so I'm going to unplug it. Now let's see how this did. Let me make sure that I'm still on my mark. Okay, I'm no longer on my mark at the back of the machine. This actually might have something to do with the bar I have the bottom fabric wrapped on. I just checked, I'd set, let's see, let me set that up my tip and see if we've moved any. We have moved. This may be what's going on. So, I don't know if that's it, but, okay, I've got it at the tip. Okay, let me install my side leaders. There is a great tutorial out there on side leaders. It keeps everything taut. I find this helps me. I do not like the straps using them by themselves. I just don't like it. Can you accidentally sew these leaders into your quilt? Yes. So make sure you have plenty of overhang so you don't do that. Alright. Do I like these leaders? No. These were provided by Knowlton, who I bought my machine from. Will I change them out? Not until they wear out. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean I can't use it. I have seen the bungee strap cords, and I'm really wanting to try those because they look more elastic. These don't stretch, they're Velcro. Okay, now let's see. My quilt is still over this way by that same 1/8 of an inch, but I know that everything is perfectly flat. So if I tug on it, this is centered. That side is now at 25.5. This side is now at 25.5. Voila! I wish that somebody would have told me this. I posted this on social media about a week ago when I discovered it, and I had all kinds of quilt police telling me, oh, don't use steam, it could cause the fabric to bleed. If that was true, then when you make your quilt blocks and steam them, you would have problems then. That sets the color, if you ask me. But if you are using perhaps older textiles and when you're quilting, maybe a steam iron will not work. Maybe you do need to go via starch. I don't know. I'm using, this is relatively new fabric. Church Ladies, I think, is what the name of the layer cake was. I don't know. I have not seen that on the last 3 quilts I've done. I've used old and new fabric. Might be a good idea to try it on your own and see for yourself. It's as easy as that. I wish someone would have told me. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and follow my blog. Again, this is My Quilt Projects at WordPress.com.